Back in the days, gluttony was a sign of wealth. Those who had money could get all the food they wanted, where those who didn't have so much money couldn't get quite as much food. The rich had a lot of time to enjoy life, while the poor just had to fight to get their daily bread.
Today, there are many different sides and views on gluttony. An example which has become more and more modern over time is the term wasters. These people take advantage of supermarket food wastes. When the night comes, they move into supermarket locked areas and then they jump into several bins and identify the foods that either had passed the date of minimum durability or the packaging has been pressed. Here we have Blake. Blake has 3 children and lives in South Zealand. For approx 6 months ago, he started to go to the local food outlets' garbage containers.
Why are you a waster?
Because I have a disability and depressions and so on, and every day I only have about $15 to live for, so I need a lot of food and I can't buy that for my money. Before I went to take trash out of the containers, I weighed about 50 kilos and I often went to bed hungry. And now I'm going to see if I can find some food in this container I can use for the dinner tonight. Let's see here what we have. Oh, a whole bar of chocolate, fresh and new. I can use that for my kids tonight. Whoa! Here's a fresh new milk I can use for my breakfast or to the drinking tonight. I'm very happy for this. It's free and I don't understand why they are throwing it away. Oh, here's a whole bag of cookies. It's a good evening tonight, I must say.
How does it feel to stand and stare in the smelly containers all day?
It was very hard the first times actually, because when people was coming and seeing me getting things from here, I felt like I was a thief or I was a poor person with no money, so it was very frustrating actually. Whoa, there's a lot of food in here.
Which type of food do you often find in the containers?
I find a lot of different food actually, both vegetables and meat, and a lot of cans and milk, because eggs also because they are thrown out every day, and the fresh bread from the bakery because they have to get fresh bread every day, so they need to throw out the old ones. And I get all the vitamins and proteins from my children every day because I think all the diet plans, necessary vitamins are in here. Often a bottle of cooking oil is thrown out because it has been pressed, so when people are seeing it, they don't want to buy it. So I think it's a shame to throw out things like that. This is today's catch, and now I'm going home to make a lot of food.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy.
What is your opinion on food waste?
I think it's a shame to throw out food who can be used for human, and it's also bad for the environment because what are we going to do with the food that we throw out? Are we going to burn it, or are we feeding our animals with it? Or I think it's not good for the environment, and it's sad because there are a lot of people starving around the world. So.
Yes.
What do you do to prevent food waste at the boarding school?
We try to use all what we have left from dinner. What's left for dinner? Wednesday we serve as again the next evening, and what's left over of bread we cut into small pieces to make croutons, and breadcrumbs that we put into stuffed meat bread, for example, and if we've got oatmeal from breakfast, we put it into the bread that we serve between breakfast and dinner, and we also put carrots and other vegetables in our bread. So as little as possible is left over. And sometimes when we've got salad left over from dinner, I take it with me home. That's not allowed if I'm not cooking it, but I've got hen, and they eat everything.
Yes. Are you doing something at home to avoid food waste?
I try only to produce what we are going to eat for dinner, and also I bake bread with leftovers of vegetables and oatmeal, and then I don't throw it in the garbage can if I've got leftover of vegetables and other things from dinner. My hen eats practically everything we've got left over.
People eat fast food. Gluttony is mostly seen in fast food. People eat, and when they can't eat anymore, they just throw it out. In the US there are many fast food chains, and people like fast food way much better because it's easier to cook by yourself. Today, 65% of all adult Americans are overweight, and 30% of them are obese. In the US, a cheeseburger is cheaper than an apple, and that probably says a little bit about how they live. Today, 2 out of 3 Americans are overweight or obese. We have to stop this corruption before it kills humanity. This needs to stop now.
For jeg var sindssyg